Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Soony here, and it is no secret that I have struggled with really bad acne in the past. I'm lucky enough now to be at a stage where I'm quite comfortable with my skin, but in the past it was terrible. After that I was left with quite bad acne scarring, and I didn't actually pick my acne, you know, I didn't do anything which would have made the scarring worse. It's just very difficult to, you know, if you have severe acne, it's very difficult to end up with no scarring at the end. You most likely will have some type of scarring. And acne scarring is notorious for being very stubborn and very difficult to get rid of. Now, there are two main different types of scarring that I think you can get. You can get the post-inflammatory hypopigmentation, which is kind of just the red marks or the brownish marks you get after your acne fades. That is easier to get rid of, and that does actually, you know, in most cases fade by itself over months, if not years. And then the more stubborn types of acne scarring are the actual physical indentations in your skin, and these can be very, very difficult to get rid of. You know, people resort to laser treatments and all sorts of things to get rid of those. And I had a mixture of the two. I did have more hyperpigmentation, and I've used a lot of different products to try and get rid of that. But I still have some acne scarring. Not too much at this point, but I still have a little bit. So I was very excited when Banish reached out to me and sent me some of their products to try. Now, I have been using the products for 2 months, so I have been very, very dedicated to this video, and you know, I wanted to give you guys an honest review of my experience, so I have been doing this for 2 months and I've stuck to it. Now, the product which I'd say Banish is probably most well known for is their Banisher. And the Banisher, it's a type of microneedle, and what that is that it's just a device that has loads of tiny little needles on the surface. And what you do with this device is that you roll it over your skin carefully. I will include like a full demo of how I use the product later on, but you roll it over your skin, and what this does is that it induces your skin to produce new collagen as your skin thinks it's being damaged. That new collagen can help reduce the appearance of scars, and it can also help with aging skin as well. And then after you use the microneedle, you then follow up with the Banish oil, and this is a vitamin C serum basically. What makes this even more effective is that the Banisher creates these little tiny microchannels all over your skin, and these are just, you know, they're microchannels. They're very small holes which they do close up, you know, quite shortly after you make them. They're not, you know, you don't have permanent holes in your skin. The benefit of this is that the Banish oil can then penetrate deeper into your skin, and this is great. This is wonderful because vitamin C is it's a naughty little ingredient. It will react with just about anything, and once it's reacted, it is not very effective anymore. If, you know, we can give it a fighting chance to really get into our skin and work, that is something we should try and do. Another thing about Banish is that they make their products freshly and they ship them to you, so you know you're getting fresh new product. You're not getting a oil which has been sat around for months. The Banish oil also comes in this black container, and that is good because it's gonna stop the light getting into the product and reacting with the vitamin C, so I like that as well. Now, I do just want to say that the Banish kit is not really aimed to help those with active acne. It is definitely more for people with acne scarring. So if you do have active acne, I'd say this product is something you should look at later on, and probably not at the same time you have the active acne, because you can't and you shouldn't roll the Banisher over active acne. So now I'll actually show you footage of me using the Banisher, and I'll show you how exactly I use the product. Firstly, you need to sterilize the Banisher, so put it into some alcohol for a couple of minutes and then take it out to dry. This is just to completely sterilize the Banisher and make sure that no bacteria is getting into your skin. So I just choose one area of my skin to start on, and I roll the Banisher down my face and lift off at the bottom. Now, it's really important to just go in one direction and then lift off. You shouldn't drag the Banisher, and you shouldn't repeatedly go back and forth. You do need to be quite careful with how you use it. And as you can see in the video, I do this all over the cheek first. So once I've finished the cheek, I then turn the Banisher perpendicular and do the same thing but in the other direction. And I tend to do my cheeks first, so I'll go one direction first, and then I'll go perpendicular to that and do the same cheek. I'll then move to the next cheek and do the same, and I'll do that just all over my face. Now, one thing that I think is actually quite important to mention is how much pressure you should put onto the microneedle, because when the first time I did it, I was very delicate with it, and I don't really think I was putting enough pressure onto it. You do need to be making contact with your skin. Don't do it with a lot of pressure, but you need to put a slight amount of pressure. Now, I was expecting it to be somewhat painful, but I didn't really experience any pain at all. I'd say there's like a slight, very slight discomfort on the more bony parts of your face, so on your cheekbones and on your forehead around here, but that was the only part where I felt a little bit of discomfort, but I wouldn't even describe it as pain, to be honest. You can use this more specific microneedle to get to those areas that are stubborn and you want to focus on more. After you have done all the microneedling, you then follow up with the Banish oil, and I just like to take one square and rub it onto my hands and then pat that into my face. Banish recommends that you shouldn't follow up with any types of creams or anything, so I followed their advice. The only thing I did do is I used their vitamin C beauty elixir, and I said Alexa. I would just spray that all over my face afterwards, because my face did feel a tiny bit dry just with only just using the vitamin C Banish oil. So after that is finished, I don't use any creams, I don't use any serums, anything after that. That's what Banish recommends you to do. So I like to do this at night time and then, you know, just sleep with the Banish oil on, and then the next morning I follow up with my normal skincare routine. So as I said, I've been doing this for about 2 months, and this is my before and after picture. And I'm not sure if they'll give true justice to the real situation, because living with my skin for the last 2 months, I have honestly noticed my skin has got brighter and that the scarring has been reduced. Now, I will say that for the first month, I didn't notice any changes, to be honest, and I was actually still getting quite a bit of active acne a month ago, so I was very disheartened, and I didn't think the product was working. But it takes at least a month for the results to start coming through. But after the month mark went past, and especially coming up to like 6-ish weeks, I did start to see improvements. It's an endless journey, because skin is something that I will always be very self-conscious about because of my experiences with acne in the past, and it is really, you know, it's ingrained in my brain now to be very critical of my skin. So I really want to say thank you to Banish for helping that, you know, loosen a little bit, helping me to be more happy with my skin, which I should be. So yes, thank you. If you do have acne scarring, I'd say look into Banish. Please do your own research and please look into it for yourselves. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm forcing this onto you guys, because I'm really not. I'm just sharing my experience. But I think that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching to the end if you did. I hope it's been useful information, and I hope, you know, you've liked the video. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.